Hey, what's up? My name is Marco. I'm a former professional opera singer and I love talking about video game music from an emotional perspective after a decade on the stage. I am going to rank these 8 scary songs from not scary video games. First up, of course, is Lavender Town from the original Pokemon Red and Blue. Yeah, I mean, I think that really does such a great job of really showcasing this sort of disparate place that used to be one way and now feels totally different, as if all the people that are living there are blankly staring at you, their eyes sort of staring off into the distance, thousand-yard stare. It definitely has that. Obviously, Lavender Town, I think, is the town that has been possessed by hunters and Ghastlies and Gengars. I can't remember exactly what happens in Lavender Town. That being said, I think what's really effective about this is, well, a couple different things. I think number one, we have that bum 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 bum. That's obviously a little bit uncomfortable, and there's tons of dissonance. Da 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 ya da da. That's also in there too. That I think that little musical gesture lends itself to this feeling of ooh, something's not quite right. Not only that, but I think as it continues on, the drone actually is the thing that's most scary about it. As the track continues on, we get this sense of, almost psychosis, because it doesn't feel like everything's all that right. So, I mean, you listen to it once or twice and you're like, oh, okay, that's a little uncomfortable. You sit there and you continue to listen to it. And all of a sudden, which is why I let it play out for a minute, which even then I started getting a little okay, that's a long time to be listening to this. By the time we get to, a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, by then it's really sunken itself into us. And it's like, okay, this is kind of unnerving, isn't it? And I think part of that is because of the sound chip, but also the dissonance. There's so much clash in this that is incredibly effective. And I think it works super duper well. It's definitely an uncomfortable track. Scary, arguable. I'd put that at a solid 5 out of 10 on the scary list, but I would put it on a 8 out of 10 on an uncomfortable track list, which this is not. So now Kirby is a gentle, beautiful, effervescent pink thing. And yet Kirby's music is very uncomfortable at times. This is Kirby Canvas Curse, the World of Drawcia. There's the distance. I mean, the scariest part about that is it reminds me of my childhood in the AOL dial-up days, but it's certainly a bit unnerving because of the fact that we have this electronic pulsation that kind of occurs in the beginning and in the second loop of it. Now, obviously, the upper register, da, 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 da. Obviously, that's very unnerving. It's very uncomfortable. And again, this is Kirby we're talking about. Now, I know that Kirby has existential horror, Cthulhian dread, existential crises and stuff in it, but it is unnerving for what it is. It's certainly not something you would expect in a Kirby track, and it certainly, like Lavender Town, does a great job of making us feel uncomfortable. I would definitely put that at a 6 out of 10 on the most scary video game music from a non-scary video game. Very unnerving, very unnerving. Minecraft is another one that, in general, Minecraft is a really peaceful experience. But in story mode, Wither Storm, can Minecraft be scary? Scary, no, it isn't. I mean, it definitely has there's definitely a sense of dread and a sense of nervousness and a forward momentum there, as if this wither storm is coming after you and chasing you, but not in the sense of like chasing you in a horror, scary way, but more so in like an anticipatory, like, holy crap, we have to find shelter because this storm is coming in hot. We need to protect ourselves kind of way. So for me, as far as like being scary, I mean, it's unnerving at times, but I would definitely put it at like a 3 out of 10 on the scary scale for a scary video game track in a not scary video game. I certainly think it does a great job of building tension, and the whole time it kind of feels like you're a little bit on edge versus being afraid. But it was interesting to hear that. Let's check out Shin Megami Tensei 4's main theme. Scary maybe in the beginning, especially the lower piano hits, and then of course that grunge and that sort of industrial aesthetic. I definitely think it's unnerving. I certainly will give you that. I would probably put it at a 7 out of 10 on the like scary game music, but not the scary music, but not scary game list. Mostly because of the piano in the opening, but by the end of it, man, I was just having a great time. Like it's just such a fun theme to listen to. So for me personally, I'm gonna put that as 7 out of 10. Not scared of that track, but at the same time, like I can see where the intention was with that. So I think the lower piano, especially, I'll bump up Kirby to 8. Screw it. Let's check out Chaos the Mother from Abzu, a beautiful game about exploring the depths of the ocean. It is legitimately uncomfortable. Austin is such a great composer, and I think like what really works for me in that is the constant pulsation with the synth sound. That little bit of the electronic music aesthetic really sends home the idea that like something is very unnatural here and very not safe. The pulsation feels like a heartbeat. The pulsation feels kind of very unnerving. On top of that, you also have the incredible work of the chorus there, which I think really sends home how powerful voices can be at creating distortion and creating discomfort and dis-ease. One of the things that's really cool about it is that it's all basically like loosely straight toned on vowels. And when you get a chorus that then mixes accents and you know, dissonance, what you end up getting is a real sense of tension and slash fear. And I think it works unbelievably well. It's a very evocative piece. It's a very jarring piece. It's ambiance, but it's ambiance with immense discomfort attached to it. So it like sort of defies what we would consider as like standard or normal ambiance, and it's very unnerving. I would definitely put that at an 8 out of 10 in terms of the not really a scary game, but most certainly a scary track. That for me definitely takes the cake there so far. The next track is Strains of Insanity from Chrono Trigger. Oh my god, that's right. So unnerving. I think the simplicity in that absolutely takes the cake for me. That's an easy 9 out of 10 for me, and I'll tell you why. Well, that's my job, so of course I'm going to tell you why. But the sustained strings coupled with this like laughter cough thing, just this broken world, broken sound, mixed in with some occasional accents from another set of strings. It is very uncomfortable. It's very, very, very like we should not be here. The coo 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 is just so uncomfortable. It is jarring, and it is very much a place that you don't want to spend too much time in. It has similar vibes to me as Abzu's track. It's very uncomfortable. Let's check out World of Nothing from Super Paper Mario. Yeah, this too. What, it's such a cacophony. There's a huge hodgepodge of noise in here. Cymbal crash there, delay. Electronic, industrial. The chimes, that strong beep. It's absolutely a hodgepodge. That's actually terrifying. That's definitely a 9 out of 10. That's really uncomfortable. There's so much stuff happening at one time. You have the, you know, the chimes that should be very bright and beautiful. You know, it's like a thing that you attribute with children. Then you have the, like, almost like the heart rate monitor when it flatlines. You've got that beep in there. Then you've also got, you know, the synthetic sound. You also have the cymbal crashes, and you have the industrial stuff. You could put that in a children's room in a Silent Hill game, and I think it would be as terrifying. Definitely has similar vibes actually to a lot of the industrial ambient music that we would hear, or ambient sound that we would hear in a Silent Hill experience, and certainly like a Silent Hill 2. So for me, that's a 9 out of 10. That's very uncomfortable, and that's not the first time that I've heard a scary track from a Mario game. Unsurprisingly, Mario, the bright sunshine for all of us, our brother, is also the music is capable of also making us poo-poo in our pants. Next up is a Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker, Tremble. Oh, that's right. There are multiple occurrences in Endwalker that are actually truly very frightening to witness and frightening to experience. I mean, a lot of the stuff that occurs in that game, without spoiling it for those of you that haven't played it yet, is quite unnerving. For me, that's another, I mean, that's more of an ambient sound effect. I would put that also in the same range as Mario. I'll probably give it a 9 as well. It's unnerving. You know, Final Fantasy XIV is, generally speaking, a pretty bright experience. Certainly not a scary game, but there are certain themes that pop up definitely in Endwalker that are uncomfortable and scary. And then let's listen to the Sonic CD Game Over music. What the fuck? Okay, I did not expect that. That is a 10 out of 10. That is incredible. What? How is that the Game Over music? Hold on. It's crazy. That's insane. Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10. I mean, I can't believe that. I've never heard Game Over music that was quite so viciously devious and diabolical. That's an easy 10 out of 10 for me. And that's the end of this video. That was really, really fun. I think that this is a really fun experiment to explore other games that are really quite positive and quite nice that have scary music attached to them. It's a fun little experiment. I definitely want to do more of that. So thanks a ton, and I'll see you later. Bye.